Steve Post from Motor Racing Network and Wing Nation here at the Racing Electronics Display at PRI. And it is not often you get to talk to somebody who has done something never done before. But Jade Avedisian is here, the first female to win a national midget championship, the Extreme Outlaw Midget Series, joining us here in the R8 booth. Hey, Jade, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I am fantastic. So, have you had a chance to kind of put your arms around what you've accomplished this season?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's been almost a month and a half or so. So, I feel like the first, the days after it happened, it never really felt real. I felt like I was in a dream, but now it's been, like I said, a month and a half. It's kind of all come together, and about all the media stuff I've done too, over the last month has been really cool. So I feel like it's all, like I said, it's all coming together, and obviously I'm so grateful to, get it done. I feel like at the beginning of the year when I found out I was going to switch to Keith, that was a huge goal of ours. So now that it's done and checked off the box, it's kind of a pressure relief, and obviously I'm super grateful to be the spot I am, and super grateful for all the supporters I have behind me.
Every race car driver dreams about accomplishing things like you've accomplished, whether it's asphalt or whatever it is. What's it like to actually roll through the process, to roll through the season and say, hey, this is working out pretty good? What's that like to be in the middle of that and know it's going pretty well?
Yeah, so I feel like our season was kind of highs and lows. I feel like we started off the season, the first weekend with the win, and then there was a month or two of not so good. I think someone just brought this up to me. They were like, you were never in the top 5 minus one time for the first or the second month of the series, and I was like, yeah, it's kind of crazy. And take it for granted, we got 180 points behind of the championship, so I knew we had to, dig deep and just start putting nights together. And then come June, July, kind of a light switch hit us. And then I felt like we were able to, dig ourselves out of that hole, and which we did. And obviously, it takes a lot of great people behind me to do that. So, but yeah, if you told me the first weekend that we were going to win the championship, I probably would have been like, yeah, I kind of agree. And then, a month later, if you told me that, I probably would disagree. So, yeah, it took a lot of hard work, especially out of the team. It's hard to be, discouraged, or it's easy to be discouraged and stuff. But we stuck through it, and just happy to, be the championship of the year.
The world, this is not racing. The world is all about surrounding yourself with good people, finding the right thing, finding the right people around you. When you look at Keith Coons and Pete and everybody there, how important is that just to have people like that in your corner that have been through the highs? You talked about the highs and the lows. They've been through lower lows than you've been through, and they've been through higher highs. What's it like to work with folks like Pete and Keith and everyone over there?
Yeah, 100%. Like you said, they've been to the lowest of lowest and the highest of highest. To have them in my corner, from Keith Coons to Pete Willoughby, from Jared Martin, my crew chief, from Caleb, Tanner, working on my cars. It's a group of guys that I will never, even if I'm still racing in hopefully 20 years, it will still be, the group that I will forever be thankful for. So it's just really cool, and obviously to be in, one of the best teams in the midget world, which is Keith Coons, is really cool. And when I found out when we ran Chili Bowl this past year, had no clue what I was going to be doing, and a lot of people asked me what was I going to be doing for 23, and I still had no clue till 3 weeks before when they called. So it was just I'll never forget the phone call, and then obviously the people at Toyota lining it all up and making it happen will forever be a highlight of my life, and especially this year.
Yeah, it's fascinating to me. We do a lot of work in NASCAR with Toyota, and they came to our broadcast booth with MRN, and they're talking about the highlights of their 2023 season, and you were the first highlight of the season. It was I'm down on pit road, and I'm like, hey, wait a minute, I know her. I saw her race at Millbridge. It's really, really neat. So it is so cool to be involved, and the Toyota development program is really, really cool. Short term, what's next year, this off season? What's it look like? What have you got lined up for yourself?
Yeah, so next year I'll be doing the full Jade 6 schedule, so I get some road course experience and shifting and spotters and all that good stuff. So I'll be doing that, like I said, the full series, and then I'll be doing about 40 midget shows as well with Keith Coons. So, but yeah, I'm super. I signed with Toyota a few weeks ago, and obviously it's going to be a really cool years ahead. So super grateful for the opportunity, and but at the end of the day, I just need to go do my job the best of my abilities every single weekend. So, but it is definitely cool to be with Toyota and be with their family. It's super cool as well.
I love your mindset. Do what you need to do every weekend. Don't get too far ahead of yourself. Next year, I'm going to ask you a question. You get too far ahead of yourself, though. Okay. Where would 5 years? Where would you like this journey to take you?
Yeah, so I'm not sure the timeline, but my ultimate goal is to be racing on Sundays in the NASCAR Cup Series, and but like I said earlier, and like you're kind of saying, I know what I have to do, and I just need to carry myself the best I can off the track, and obviously do the best I can on the racetrack as well.
Yeah, don't let people like me hustle you along. Enjoy the ride, enjoy the journey, and maybe we'll get a chance on MRN to chat with you down the road on pit road at a NASCAR race. Jade, we appreciate you stopping by the Racing Electronics display.
Thank you. Thanks for having me too.
There we go. She is the Extreme Outlaw Midget Champion from this year, Jade Avedisian, joining us here in the Racing Electronics display.